Assalamualaikum. Welcome to ATN Bangla. This is Shafiq with the news. First, the UP headlines. Variation likely in the new cabinet of the Grand Alliance. New faces would get priority while honest leaders would be evaluated. Awami League snatched people's right of franchise through state terrorism, alleges Mirza Fakhrul. BNP leaders making incoherent statements, failing in movement, says Obadul Qadir. And Moshir Rahman Ranga is becoming opposition chief whip. Ershad sends letter to the speaker. Now on to the details. All eyes are now on the Awami League president Sheikh Hasina's new cabinet to be formed on Monday. Party insiders said that Sheikh Hasina, who led her party to power for the third consecutive time through a landslide victory, may cause a surprise by inducting several new faces in the cabinet. Some members of the previous cabinet might be dropped. Party sources inform that the cabinet is likely to have 3 to 4 technocrat ministers. Meanwhile, eminent personalities including human rights activists demanded formation of 3 separate commissions on good governance, women and minority. Participating at a discussion organized by Sampritir Bangladesh, they also urged the government to chalk out specific plans to implement the election manifesto. BNP Secretary General Mirza Fakhrul Islam Alamgir alleged that Awami League has again snatched away people's right of franchise through state terrorism. He made the allegation in Kumilla on his way to Subarnochar in Noakhali to see the condition of rape victim housewife. The terrorism that began across the country before the election is still continuing, he said, adding that the Election Commission must take effective measures to stop violence. Meanwhile, Awami League General Secretary Obadul Qadir has commented that BNP leaders are making incoherent statements after being defeated in the election. He said this at a joint meeting of Awami League front organizations and Dhaka City Awami League at Bangabandhu Avenue Party office. Earlier, a 1-minute silence was observed in the meeting commemorating the death of former party General Secretary Sayyid Ashraful Islam. Moshir Rahman Ranga is becoming opposition chief whip. Jatiyo Party chairman H.M. Ershad has sent a letter to Speaker Dr. Shirin Sharmin Chaudhuri requesting her to take necessary action. Ershad also mentioned his name as leader of the opposition while G.M. Qadir as deputy leader. The instigator and main accused in gang raping of a housewife at Subarnochar in Noakhali, Upazila Awami League Publicity Secretary Ruhul Amin has been expelled from the party. Meanwhile, a case has been filed against 7 accused and police sought 7 days remand against each of them. The hearing in the case would be held tomorrow. The housewife became victim of gang rape on last Sunday night for voting in favor of sheaf of paddy. Body of former Awami League General Secretary Sayyid Ashraful Islam has arrived in Dhaka from Bangkok. His namaz-e-janaza will be held tomorrow at the South Plaza of the Parliament at 10:30 a.m. President Abdul Hamid will attend the janaza. People from all walks of life will be allowed to take part in the janaza. His second namaz-e-janaza will be held at Old Stadium in Kishoreganj at 12 p.m. while the third namaz-e-janaza will be held at Mymensingh Anjuman Eidgah at 2 p.m. He will be buried at Bonani Graveyard after Asr prayers. Now news from abroad. US President Donald Trump has said he could declare a national emergency to build a US-Mexico border wall without the approval of Congress. It came after he met senior Democrats who refused his requests for funding. The standoff has seen Trump withhold support for a bill to fully fund the government until he gets money for the border wall. He said he was prepared for the partial government shutdown now in its third week to last year's. Finally, cricket, and Chattogram Vikings beat Rangpur Riders by 3 wickets in the opening match of the 6th edition of Bangladesh Premier League BPL. Scores: Rangpur Riders 98 all out and Chattogram Vikings 101 for 7. Meanwhile, Dhaka Dynamites are batting against Rajshahi Kings in the second match of the day. And that is the end of this bulletin. To view ATN Bangla News, browse www.youtube.com/ATNTubeNews. Subscribe and remain with ATN Bangla. Allah Hafiz.